I am looking to get a fishing license for the year. Yeah,
sure thing.
So you're looking about 190.
Wow. Thanks a lot. Appreciate the help.
Of course, have a good rest of your day.
You too. I had no idea that the Oregon fishing license, if you're not a resident, is so expensive. Did you guys hear that? It was gonna be like 200 bucks for the annual pass. Crazy. I'm only gonna be here for the next couple days, or at least fishing, so I figured just get a couple days and go from there. Well, I guess that gives it away. I'm gonna try fly fishing for the first time. You're actually not gonna see that in this video, unfortunately, but I'm headed out to Eastern Oregon. I don't know if it's like Eastern Oregon, but it's definitely more east than where I am right now in Portland. So let's get a move on. No more brake light. Thanks, guys. Can't you see? Holy cow. It's bursting with people here. Wowzers. I'm not expecting this many people on a Tuesday evening. Well, there's the river. I'm trying to camp next to the river. But I don't know if that's gonna happen tonight, because there's all these people. Ay, ay, ay. Well, I'm trying to find somewhere a little bit more low-key, and this is BLM land, so technically I should be able to camp out anywhere I find an open spot, but that campground was crazy busy, and now we are kind of off the beaten path a little bit. Hopefully this isn't too intense for the slumber queen to handle. All right, so I think I found a good spot to sleep that's away from the crowd. It's just kind of away from the water also, so I'm gonna go down to the creek right here and fill up. Maybe not the whole thing, but I'm gonna fill up as much as I can with my filtered water. Well, it's not filtered yet, it's just a creek, but I have to filter it with my backpacking filter. Well, looks like it was a pretty rough road back here. It's one of the major trade-offs about driving this rig. Can't really go on anything that's off the beaten path too much, or you risk everything getting flung around, or even worse, tipping over. Boom, we got a free gallon of water. You know, I also just realized there's a pretty good spot right here. That's not too, I don't know, because then I have to go down these rocks. I don't feel like pushing it. But even the other spot, I gotta kind of rough it to get to that. This doesn't look too bad. I think I could go down this, no problem. We're gonna try it out. not entirely sure if I'm allowed to park here, but I mean, I am on BLM land and there's no signs anywhere that say no overnight parking, so technically I think I should be good. Right next to this little creek down here that I just filled up water, which kind of makes it pointless for me to have filled up water, but that's okay, that's okay. And I won't have to do it later. This water definitely tastes like that creek. It's a little bit on the green side, the water, at least the creek. I'm used to backpacking in spots where the water's a little bit more blue and there's less plants, but it's filtered, so it's not gonna kill me. Whoops. Sorry, where's my manners? Cheers. Check out this beer. What a cool logo, right? It's honestly one of my favorite parts about Portland. There's so much good beer in Portland. So today what we have on the menu is pad thai. Most of you probably don't know this, but I am actually half Thai. And a lot of you actually ask all the time what my ethnicity is, because I guess to some people I'm kind of a little bit of a mystery. I get half Filipino a lot. A lot of people think I'm half Filipino. But nope, I'm half Thai. I thought that I would honor my roots and make some pad thai. I've never actually made pad thai, which is kind of surprising because I'm Thai, and I don't know why I've never made it. But today, that's gonna change. Today, we're gonna whip it up. We've got another full load of ingredients, but don't be intimidated. I'm told that this recipe is super simple. Starting over here, we got some peanuts, green onion, garlic, red bell pepper, mung bean sprouts, rice noodles, sriracha, soy sauce, cilantro for garnish, some eggs, tofu. You can use tofu, chicken, shrimp, whatever meat you want, but I'm just going for tofu. Let the soy boy comments roll in. I could see it now. 2 limes, very key ingredient. We got fish sauce in here and some tamarind paste. Oh, and there was one more hiding back here. This is light brown sugar. And like always, we're gonna start with prepping our veggies. With this recipe, I'm also using only half of what the recipe calls for, just because it was gonna be 4 servings and I only need 2. So we're gonna be thinly slicing half of a red bell pepper. So a thinly sliced red bell pepper, or half of a red bell pepper, I should say. Wow, this garlic's really sticky. This is like such a legit pack of rice noodles. There's not even instructions on the bag how to cook it. They're like, yo, if you're buying this from us, you better have your dialed. Like I mentioned earlier, for this recipe, I'm gonna be using super firm tofu instead of any kind of meat. And I know there's a lot of you out there who hate on soy products, and let the soy boy comments roll in, but I think it tastes good, and that's all that matters. Now, if you haven't worked with tofu before, there is liquid in the package, so just beware, or else you will spill tofu juice all over everything. It's kind of nasty, even though it's just water. Normally, you want to pat your tofu dry when you cook with it. Oh crap, that was an uneven cut. But I say screw it. It's already super firm tofu, so there's not much liquid in it really at all. And this is going into a pad thai dish, so it doesn't really need to absorb that much flavor. We're We're just gonna get the sauce ready while the noodles cook. For the sauce, we're going to use 1.5 teaspoons of fish sauce. That's 1, and there's half. A little bit more for good measure. We are also going to use about a teaspoon of tamarind paste. Now, the recipe that I found says that if you can't find tamarind paste, rice vinegar is a good alternative, but the tamarind paste is gonna make a world of a difference, guys. You definitely want to try to get it if you can. Now we're gonna add, about a tablespoon, maybe a little less of sriracha. I kind of like it spicy, so I'll just do a whole tablespoon. Woo! About a half teaspoon of soy sauce. We're gonna use some light brown sugar here. I don't want to eyeball this just because this one I kind of want to get right. So we're gonna use my trusty tablespoons that I've never used before. We're gonna do about 2.5. So there's 1, 2, half. Boom. We're also gonna rinse these with cold water just to cool them off. Mainly so they don't stick together, just like any other pasta dish that you would do. Pretty generous amount. All right, that's heated up. In goes the bell pepper. In goes the tofu. And in goes the garlic. I honestly don't know why I'm using tongs for this. I guess because I'm going to be using them with the noodles. Now, the recipe doesn't call for this, but I'm just going to add a little bit of salt. Not for saltiness on the food, but salt really does a good job at helping to extract the flavors out of whatever you're cooking, particularly vegetables. So the bell peppers are going to have a much more prominent flavor when using a little bit of salt just to draw some of those flavors out. We're going to add in the egg now. This is 2 scrambled eggs. Well, 2 beaten eggs. I'm going to scramble them in the pan. Now comes the fun part. We're going to add the sauce and the noodles. Bean sprouts, which I'm totally just going to eyeball. There are peanuts in there as well. Clearly, this pan is not big enough, but we're going to try to do our best to mix everything around in here so it all could get some of that sauce. Really trying to incorporate everything as much as I can. Alrighty, well, it looks okay. How does it look, Mom? Does it look like I did a good job? You tell me. I think I used a little bit too much noodles for the amount of sauce that I did. I eyeballed the amount of noodles, which might have made it a little on the light side for the sauce. Guess there's only one way to find out. Bon appetit. My first Thai meal I've ever cooked as a Thai person. You know, that's not bad at all. There maybe have been a little bit too much fish sauce. The cilantro does the trick. Can't forget cilantro when you're doing pad Thai. It must be the Thai in me, because I can dig it. I gotta do it. I just love spice too much. There you have it, folks. Some pad Thai, cooked by a half Thai man, in my truck camper, by a creek, on BLM land. I don't know what more you could ask for in a video. Cheers. Good thing that was really good, because I have quite a bit of cleanup to do now. Much better. All right. I'll see you guys in the morning. Good night. Okay, it's looking like a beautiful day so far. It's getting pretty late in the day. I'm telling you guys, this blanket, it's too comfortable. It like suppresses me in the morning. Like no matter how early I wake up, I always end up laying in bed for much longer because of this stupid blanket. But anyways, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you guys, like always, for watching. I am going to continue filming. I'm actually going to try some fly fishing today, so you'll see that in the next video. You guys go out there and go on some adventures of your own. Live life. Beat the status quo. Y'all know the drill. Until next time, enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you in the next video.